Hey guys, it's Mackenzie. Welcome back to my channel. So today we have a ship with me video. I don't have all that many items to ship out today, around 15. I would say sales have been pretty slow for the month of April. Feel free to leave me a comment and let me know how your sales have been this month. I'm curious if it's just me or if this is like a lot of people are having slower sales. I'm hoping they will pick up soon. I am, as always, just trying to counteract slow sales by listing more and sharing more, relisting more, and just keeping my closet very active and with new listings coming in, kind of thing. So let's go ahead and get started. Our very first sale is actually a bummer. I had to cancel it. So basically, before I start filming my ship with me, I pull all of these sold items from my inventory rack behind me. It spans this whole room. I do have a tour of my office I have a day in the life video. If you just search day in the life on my channel, you will find it, and I do have a tour of my office. But yeah, I have an inventory rack that spans my whole room up here, and I pull all of these sold items off the inventory rack onto this shipping rack that I pull from to ship. And after I line them all up in order of how they sold, I go through one by one and I just double check everything for flaws. I lint roll everything. I lint roll it when I steam it and photograph it, but then I just give it another spruce up before shipping. And I basically just look over every square inch for flaws. I turn them inside out and just basically double check everything. I would say 99% of the time there are no flaws because I have already carefully steamed everything and looked it over a couple times before this shipping point, when I'm in the thrift store sourcing it, also when I'm photographing it. So this is basically like the third look over. And every once in a while I do unfortunately catch a flaw. So this Zara dress, which is so cute, it's a reptile print. It has a choker neckline and then a cutout at both the front and back, and then this shirred design at the bottom. Well, within the shirring and back there is a pretty large rip, and yeah, I just didn't see it while I was steaming and photographing. It's you kind of have to move it around. I was lint rolling it and the material moved around, and so I saw it. It is on the seam, so that was a bummer. I did go ahead and cancel the sale, and I did send the buyer a message apologizing for the inconvenience of me having to cancel the sale. I had that listed for $32. Someone offered me $18, which I did go ahead and accept. I have had it for several months now. I would say maybe like 4 to 5 months. So I accepted the $18 offer. My earnings were $14.40. And my profit was around 13. I did find that at the bin. So it's not a huge loss having to cancel the sale because I did only pay around $1.50 for it. That's just a cost of business. You're going to have items that have flaws. It's not something to beat yourself up too much about because we all make mistakes. We all miss things. So yeah, I will just set that label. Actually, I'll just go ahead and throw that away. And we will move on to our next item that is thankfully flawless. This was also a bins find. I grabbed this probably like 2 or 3 months ago, but I did list it in colder weather, and this is very much so a summer, warmer weather piece. It's from REI Co-op, and the Co-op stuff is newer. This is a size 2 extra large, so extra large, long sleeve, like hiking shirt. Really nice. It has a zip pocket in back. You could store your keys. It's a nice color. And yeah, this is from October 2022. Nylon spandex. It is ventilated, which is great. Keeps you cool. And I will start keeping an eye out. Well, I always keep an eye out for these like very practical shirts that are great for the outdoors because they do sell well. And this one was especially marketable because of the size and the age. It's very new, well, relatively new, I would say. Anything 2022 and on, I consider to be relatively new. And yeah, good size, good brand, reputable brand. So happy to find this at the bins. So I listed this shirt for $32 and someone sent me a $25 offer after it was recently relisted. I did go ahead and accept that, making my earnings 20. So my average cost of goods at the bins is right around that $1.50 to $1.60 mark. We do pay by the pound at the Goodwill outlet, and here in Houston we are charged $2.49 per pound. So I'd say that's on the higher end of what a lot of Goodwill outlets charge around the country from what I have heard, but it still is an excellent cost of goods. Okay, now we have a 2-item bundle. First off is a really cute pair of jeans. I got these from a regularly priced Goodwill store. I don't often shop at regular Goodwills just because they do tend to price items up quite a bit. But these were new tags, De Segal, and they were not priced up. These were $6.99, so that was an excellent price. They retailed for $209. They're a size extra large, high waist, and they are a Disney collab. They're collaborating with Disney Mickey Mouse. They have the Mickey Mouse embroidered patch and then more patches on this leg. Really cute. So I had to get these. I was so excited that they didn't mark them up to like something crazy like $25. And so yeah, $7 was a great price on these. I do need to stop into regular Goodwill more often. They do seem to have been pricing items a little bit better, more reasonably, and so I have been able to find some pretty solid items when I've stopped in. This tank top I actually found at the same Goodwill store, but on a different day. I found this months earlier. So these jeans I just listed, they sold within a day of being listed. This tank top, the brand is ATM, which is by Anthony Thomas Malio. That's what the abbreviation stands for. It's a size extra small and it's 100% cashmere. Excellent condition, no flaws. So I have had this tank listed for, I would say, like 6 months-ish now. This brand does sometimes tend to sit for me, but I knew that it would sell, especially being 100% cashmere, so I wasn't too concerned. This tank was also regular price at Goodwill, around $6. And so when the two of these were added to a bundle on Poshmark, the bundle price came out to $115, and I was offered $80, which I accepted. That made my earnings $64. So my earnings are what goes into my pocket after Poshmark takes out their 20% platform fee. So my earnings were $64. My cost of goods were around $15. And so my profit on these two items came out to $49. So I'm definitely happy with that, especially because, you know, I just stopped into Goodwill and looked for a couple minutes and found these. I didn't have to kill myself rummaging through the bins to find them. It was definitely an easier shopping experience. So I am willing to pay up a little bit to save time and energy, kind of thing. The jeans were really cute. I was a little hesitant about how they would sell just because De Segal, I haven't sold it in a while. I do think the brand has a following, but I think it has to be like a specific kind of piece. Those did have so many sellable factors to them. The size, extra large, the fact that they were new with tags, the collaboration with Disney, which is obviously a very popular thing. The cut, the style was cute, high rise. They were also a carrot style, so they tapered at the leg. Okay, now we have a sweater. I actually was sent this by Courtney over at Magnolia Thrifts. Go give her a follow. She sent me this in a mystery box of pieces that she thought that I would like for myself. And I did keep, I would say like 90% of what she sent me. It was all so cute. This one I did end up selling because Houston is just so hot. Like there's a very short period of time where we wear sweaters, and when I do wear a sweater, it's really like not a thick knit kind of thing. And this one is 100% merino wool, so I did go ahead and end up listing this. It's Aritzia Wilfred brand. Really cute. It's kind of slouchy. It has a turtleneck to it. It's 100% wool, so excellent quality. And I listed this for $60. Someone offered me $30, which I did go ahead and accept, making my earnings $24. I probably could have gotten closer to like $40 or $50 for this if we were going into wintertime, but because we are more so going into summertime, I did want to go ahead and move this out. And honestly, that was still a good profit for something that came straight to my door. I hope the buyer really likes it. It's a beautiful color, beautiful material. Anything Aritzia sells well if it's like a substantial piece like this, especially if it's in a good material, merino wool, cashmere, that kind of thing. The Wilfred brand, I would say, sells especially well. They have tailored work pants, like trouser pants, high-rise trouser pants that sell so well. I forget what the style name of them is. I can put a screenshot of the Wilfred trouser pants I have sold in the past, but they are definitely in demand. So yeah, it is good to figure out which categories within the Aritzia brand sell the best, because they can sell quickly for a great return, which is something that you want to have in your database as a reseller. And also you can go to the Aritzia website and look at the brands that they have. It's like Wilfred, Community, Babaton. They have different brands and they all sell pretty well, I would say, for the most part. Again, if they are substantial items. Okay, now we have a piece that was from my personal closet. This is a Free People belted denim mini skirt. I actually never ended up wearing this. I want to say I ordered this off of thredUP, but I couldn't make it work. I'm not really sure why. I have like a long torso and long legs, and I also have scoliosis, so one of my hips sits lower than the other. And so with like denim skirts and stuff, sometimes they fit me weird because one side is like higher up. The bottom hem on one side, it's higher up than the other side. So I have to find something that's not so rigid kind of thing. Anyways, this is too much information, but I listed this skirt at $28. Someone liked it, and so my PosherVA sent them a $25 offer with discount ship. That was accepted, making my earnings $17.68, which I was happy to recoup some from this skirt. That is one of my absolute favorite things about being a reseller, is that if I'm not liking something in my own closet, I can just list it and make back some of that money and then buy something else that I want to wear. So I kind of always have a rotating allocation of funds for my own wardrobe clothing, because I'm constantly wearing stuff, and then I'll wear stuff like once or twice and then list it and make back some and buy more items kind of thing. Speaking of, these are also from my personal collection. These are a pair of gray Wrangler Festival high-rise shorts. I grabbed these from the bins for myself, but I don't think, yeah, I never ended up wearing these either. They were just super short and a little small. And also, I think I'm getting too old to wear these like really short cutoffs. I mean, I still am going to if I'm like, you know, I live in Houston again, so it is so hot here. You basically have to wear shorts. But yeah, I think I I just turned 31, and so I think I'm going to start retiring some of my really short cut-off denim shorts, but it will be a case-by-case basis. I had these listed at 35 and someone offered me 20. I did go ahead and accept that, so my profit was somewhere around 15 on these because, like I said, I did get those from the bins. This, our last piece that came from my own wardrobe. This is funny, we've had 3 in a row. This is Zara, and this was something that I also ordered off ThredUp for myself. I wore it once with a pair of black pants. I think it's super cute. It's like an open back with a tie and a bandana front. And I had this listed for $25 and it sold for full price, which was awesome. My earnings were $20, and I think I might have made a tiny profit on this because I don't think I would have paid $20 for this on ThredUp. So that's exciting. And I got one wear out of it. So yeah, it really pays to be a reseller. You save so much yourself with your personal wardrobe. I also buy a lot of home goods. I know I kind of teased it for a while, but I still do want to film an apartment tour because I would say like 60 to 70% of my apartment is thrifted. I love finding like decor and high quality pieces, like artwork. I don't like a lot of clutter, so a lot of the stuff that I thrift has a use, like a tray for my coffee table or coasters, that kind of thing. But yeah, you can just find really high quality stuff for like very, very inexpensive, especially at the bins. Okay, now we have a 6-item bundle, which I am going to pull up the sold listing for just so that I can get a visual on everything I'm packing. I'm going to grab my box number 7 here. This is the largest USPS box that I use. I lined it with a piece of paper. And our first piece, drop the hanger. Our first piece that is going into the box is this really nice long line sweater top. The brand is UMII 908. I found this at the bins one day. What looks like handwritten brand tag, but I can tell that it's actually embroidered at the neck caught my eye, and then I looked at the inner tag and saw that it said 100% cotton, and it also has hand graded natural fiber, traceability, perfect yarn from Japan. So it just looked and felt really high quality. I like the neutral color. It has pockets, it's long line, so I just figured it would be a nice neutral closet basic for someone. This has sat for a while. I would say maybe like 6-ish months, and I think that's mostly just because it's not a super sought after brand. Like, no one was searching for this brand. Someone probably just stumbled into it in my closet. But that's okay. I did anticipate it sitting for a bit because of that reason. Second piece is this pair of 100% linen Tahari tropical printed size extra large beachy boho pull-on pants. These have a lot of sellable factors to them. The cut, this wide leg pull-on elastic comfy waist pant, this cut sells really, really well for me in warmer weather months. The size, extra large, material, most important, 100% linen. Tahari is a good brand, and the really cute print. That's our second piece. Then so those pants sold within a couple weeks of being listed, maybe 3 weeks. Then we have this soft surroundings chunky knit hoodie that sold within a couple days, actually 1 day of being listed, which was excellent. This is also very beachy. I love this. I just got that from the Family Thrift Center outlet. I'm thinking I might have to get a bigger box. I'm hoping I don't have to upgrade the shipping label because the package is over 5 pounds. Then I have this Torrid New Tags red and white striped tank top. I have had this for maybe like 9 months plus. It's a size 3X New Tags. I also got this in a mystery box from Courtney, and I was actually pretty excited about it because it is New Tags and it's a size 3X in Torrid. Torrid does sell well for me. Yeah, I'm happy to see that sell. And then we have this Chico's 100% linen V-neck size extra large shirt that I just listed. So this also sold within like a day or two. This is the newest tag from Chico's, which I will be keeping an eye out for. And then lastly in this bundle, let's see if we can squeeze it in, is this Tahari 100% linen blue V-neck or split neck tunic with mother of pearl buttons at the sides. So pretty. The size tag was cut out of this, but I just measured it and it did measure as a plus size. I'm forgetting it was like 2X or 3X right now, but yeah, added a ton of keywords into this. Okay, it looks like everything just fits, so I just folded it neatly. And then I will add a piece of paper on top along with my thank you sticker and then seal the box up. I think I am going to weigh this really quickly. Okay, yeah, this was at 5 pounds, 7 ounces. So I am going to need to upgrade the label on this, unfortunately. Up to 6 pounds for $4.50. So that is going to eat into my profit. And I had already offered pretty low on this. I sent her a $115 offer with discounted shipping. She did accept that, and so my earnings were $89.68. My cost of goods were around $11 for all 6 items, and so my profit was $78. And now it is going to be closer to $73.50. So that's fine. I did want to move out that tan cotton long sweater, tunic sweater, because I wasn't getting any action on it. Same with the Torrid red and white striped tank, and then everything else was pretty new. So that's fine. I'll request that label after I finish shipping. We have one last sale to go. So now we have a pair of Sundance shorts. These also sold within like a day of being listed. Really cute. Again, these have a lot going for them. They are the newer/newest Sundance tag with turquoise lettering. They're a great size 12, really cute cargo style. Neutral gray color, so they do appeal to a wide audience, and they were in excellent condition. So I listed these at $35. They probably retailed somewhere around $100, and someone offered me $26. I did accept that, and so my earnings were $20.80, and my profit came out to right around $18 on these shorts. So that concludes our sales that we needed to package up and get shipped out today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I was planning on filming and getting a bins haul up today. I do have a huge bins haul that I need to film and process. I still need to hang everything up and steam it and photo it and measure it. So I have a lot of work to do before I can get that video up. So that will go up probably early next week. And then at the end of the week, I'll probably have another thrift with me at the Family Thrift Center outlet video go up. So that's kind of the lineup for next week: bins haul and then thrift with me. Let me know what you guys are thinking with me switching up my content. Are you liking it? Do you like the thrift with me's? I will have more videos with my mom where we are revamping her closet. We did go on a family vacation, so that kind of set us back. Everyone had to like unpack and get our houses back in order after vacation, but we will be back to it And so yeah, expect some videos with my mom coming up soon. Like I said, I do still want to film an apartment tour, and I would also like to film another outfits video. So these are all ideas that I have in the works. Feel free to let me know which one you're most looking forward to. I do take y'all's comments and feedback into consideration always. Thank you guys always for being so supportive and sweet in my comments. I love reading your comments. I need to be better about responding to them, but I do read every single comment. So yeah, thank you guys. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy, please feel free to leave me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Bye, y'all.